All right, it's time for you to have your say. Dusty, the executive producer extraordinaire. Who do you have?
Sizzle matters. Diane from Long Island, New York.
Strong
Hi,
Island.
Chris.
Diane, what's your question?
Hi, Chris. I'm just wondering, do you think the sentence they got was too harsh? I mean, 19 years combined for what they did. That's a little bit harsh for, all things considered.
So 10 and 9. Here's what I'll say. It's much higher than people usually get. That's what I'll say. Okay?
Absolutely.
That's what I'll say. And you're on Long Island, so you know what? You're beautiful and you're right. Next.
Oh, next. Okay, we are going to go to Steve Salerno, who is a journalism instructor at the University of Las Vegas.
Steve Salerno, friend of mine, mentor. I have talked to his classes before, and I trust him even if he beats me up on a regular basis. What do you have to say, Professor?
You got even in class last week, Chris, so that's... I do want to say to people who don't have a background in journalism as it's taught, you don't appreciate what you're watching here. I've written on media for the Journal, the LA Times, etc., and NewsNation is honestly a revelation in terms of fairness. Chris in particular, not just theoretical fairness, but applied. You can see it in the debates that he hosts. So I hope that your viewership appreciates what they're being exposed to. I did want to say, as to colleges, I think it's really sweet that the people in power are looking at academia, but this is what it took. Calls for genocide against an entire segment of humanity. What about academia's more pedestrian transgressions? The patent pro-minority bias implicit in the DEI, as Alan Dershowitz articulated, the contempt for any views that don't skew hard left. And also, I think, what about the forgotten young men who got swallowed up and deprived of due process during the early Me Too hysteria? We just write that all off and start from today and look forward? It doesn't seem fair to me.
But what else could you do, Steve?
Well, I don't know. Look, in theory, this is touchy terrain because free inquiry should mean free of government intervention as well, but that ain't happening. And I hope that we're at an inflection point, and if it took a genocide or talking about genocide as if it's an option, dependent on context, maybe it'll be a wake-up call to the powers that be.
Look, here's my thing. As somebody who has been somewhat publicly held to account for what they did and didn't do, okay, I've never apologized for anything that I did or didn't do because I didn't do anything or not do anything to apologize for. But when you have the university presidents in the same kind of situation, I would say much more important than what my situation was, and they say, at least the Harvard president afterwards, I have to apologize. That tells you everything you need to know. If you change the words Jewish, the word Jewish with black or trans, and I do believe those groups should be protected, this president isn't up there saying, well, it depends on the context, Steve. I got to know the context. Because if you don't use the right pronoun at Harvard, you don't get the benefit of context. So
Chris,
she apologized. It tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, one more quick statement. I do not believe that these administrators are themselves anti-Semitic. I think they are pandering to what they see as their most vocal and active constituency, and that's the problem.
Yeah, and ironically, you know what it is? Intellectually dishonest, which is exactly what they're supposed to be about. I don't think it's about anti-Semitism on their behalf. It's about what they condone, what they bow to, what they make okay. That's what it's about, is that she wants to stay in power, and the way you do that is pleasing a certain constituency. And I just hope it opens up an entire conversation about what we prioritize in our society, because there are a lot of things that I think I could argue fairly could compete with a 4-year degree. Yeah. Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.